Them niggas ain't got nothing else to think about but Capo. I did a lot for them niggas in their life. You heard? Both of them. Pause though. Get off my dirt. There's only space on there for baby girl, man. Come on, man. Tugging on my shit like that.
Yo, you never clear shit up, and we never hear your side of the story. Cam was like, I thought we could pull it together. Next thing I know, I see Jim performing with
That
50.
nigga ain't think nothing. He could pull nothing together. He couldn't do nothing with me. He couldn't tell me nothing, nigga. Like, let's not get this shit twisted. Like, nigga, nobody could tell me nothing, nigga. I was my own boss. I did what I did as a fucking soldier, because I was a soldier, nigga. You heard? I had the soldiers, niggas. Nigga didn't tell me nothing. You heard? I did what I wanted to do. I seen the shit wasn't going right, so I started doing what Jim Jones needed to do for Jim Jones, because the nigga that was supposed to be the Don wasn't taking care of the capo. Started feeling like the Gotti movie, you heard?
What it do, bro? Hey. Jimmy, you've been having that on your chest for too long. You can tell by the way you was responding to shit, dog. You've been feeling a certain type of way about Cam and Mase, man. Real shit. That's why you said you don't know how they, goddamn it, reconciling their problems. What? Like, nigga, you was so adamant about the shit you was saying. It's like you couldn't call Cam or Mase. Like, you ain't got these niggas' number. So you went on there for the clout, basically. It was all about a clout move, because you could have called either one of them niggas. What it is Cam did the deal with Mase and not you. So he ain't feeling none of that. Pause. But instead of calling these niggas' phone like a man, this is how you respond. They probably didn't even know you felt that way. But here's the nigga that been getting chased all around New York, and Cam had to be guilty by association. And this is how you feel. Yeah, y'all gonna have problems. Nigga, y'all been around each other forever. Of course niggas gonna have issues, but never to a point where a nigga look like a sucker talking about a nigga that they was on the grind with. Shit crazy.
I mean,
There was definitely the last straw.
There's nothing in my memory like, yo, that was the last straw, but it was just the sequence of the way things was going, and then it came to a point where I had to worry about who Jim Jones was moving forward. Then I was worried about anybody else, because nobody else was worried about me. I got to a point where I became famous too. There was a point where all the famous people know me. Then after that, it was like, shit, I'm just as famous as all the famous people. I can't do what I used to do for you. You heard? Somebody got to do that for me right now, because I'm super lit. You heard? But I put my life on the line for all of the shit, and you know, and everybody knew that. But niggas wasn't doing the same thing in return.
What's something that stands out to you, though, when you realize niggas really wasn't for you? I know you say you've been seeing it, but there's a moment, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Wherever that concert is.
When you start to feel like somebody want to see you do good, but not as good as them, you're like, oh yeah, I know what this move is about. You heard? Everybody don't got the mind of a real leader.
Who reached out to who when you went out to perform?
And why didn't you go on Cam and Mase podcast to talk about your problems with them? That's what I'm saying, because it'd be all about, nigga, the shit I say over here, I couldn't have said this in their face. That's some slime bar straight up. Like, nigga, if you had something to say, you should have went on their podcast. And y'all could have aired it out that way. Not go on some other nigga shit to talk about a nigga you been on the grind with. That shit look like you been jealous, my nigga. Not only a Cam, but a Mase too. Cause you had every ample opportunity to hit them niggas up and be like, hey, we gotta holler. Y'all could have did it online or offline. But nah, Jimmy always thinking he, goddamn it, big blood, so this is how he go about shit. See, Cam transitioned. Cam knew how to get money in a whole nother area. You know what I mean? He ain't stuck with the rap shit. Here with you still want to be a young blood. You got to move on and find another adventure, man, that's going to bring some revenue in. That rap shit over with, man. That shit over with. Yes, it can pay your bills and do this, but nigga, it's real money out here now. You just can't make that transition, and you hating them boys for that. That's all that is. But it is what it is, man. Just like a lot of niggas. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments.
These records at the time, when Ballin' spanked out and shit like that. When Cam did this shit with calling the station up over the cot shit and all that shit, I felt that was childish. That wasn't, like, you don't press no real buttons, and you're not about to come outside when it's time to really get active, nigga. So how dare you do some weak shit like that that really didn't hold no merit? Like, you start going crazy over Koch, over a white man that been jerking us since we got signed there, and whatever backdoor deals you had with him serves you more advantageous than it served me. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, so when that shit went on, I was like, that was kind of weak. That was corny, because at that time, there was no real beef. We was just the most powerful groups of individuals that's running New York at the same time. So in my mind, I was like, it's more advantageous for us to try to figure out how to start to move and do tours and really go crazy and figure out, because that we were sizzling, but this nigga was on Mars, nigga. These niggas wasn't doing regular shit. These niggas was doing fucking arenas every night. We doing clubs every night. We got the city and the urban communities on fire and shit like that. In my mind, I see an opportunity.
But you know him personally, so.
Yeah, I know Dame personally. I don't fuck with him anymore, but
why you don't fuck with
Dame
him?
always been a smart dude, man. Maybe too smart for his own good and shit like that. He definitely caught a bunch of bad breaks in the game, and just to watch how it was unfolding, it feels kind of whack and shit like that to know that he was such a major part in what we know as the hip hop culture. Like, he really helped shape it and helped shape one of the people that we've known to be the #1 person in this game for a long time and shit like that. I mean, I can't tell you the ins and outs and shit like that. I have been around when I heard stories from everybody's mouth, from Biggs to Dame, like I heard, but it's not for me to talk about and shit like that. That's their business and shit like that, you know what I mean? But just to see him being so many of the things that he was doing, a lot of that feels like when I was doing so many crazy things for the sake of what we believed in as the diplomats and shit like that, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
There was somebody that had to be the bad guy to get the point across, and then there was somebody who had to make him look good, and a lot of times I was the bad guy so that Cam could always look like the good guy and shit like that, and he was the face card and shit like that. And I believe that was like Dame whole shit too and shit like that. So moving forward and right now to see where he's at, it's like, you know, shit's crazy. You dig? Like,
Why you don't fuck with Dame no more though?
we went through some business shit where he didn't hold up his end of the bargain and shit like that, and I'm real keen on doing business with people that I love and do some bullshit.
What happened? You want to care to elaborate on that?
It ain't even nothing to put. I mean, like, he just did some shit that I just don't agree with business wise. And when it come to money, I don't play with that. You dig? I need mine. I need mine. She could go left. You dig? So you know what I mean? I chose this. Sometimes that's a small price to pay to not have to go through none of that bullshit.
I bet you on everything I love, you can't get nailed, nigga, to try me.